Hi everybody, Sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel, my reality TV shows, I'm a celebrities, kanye nama YouTubers. If it's your first time joining me today and you really like my content on this channel, if you are on YouTube, please subscribe. If you are on Facebook, follow the page. If you are on Twitter, please follow me there. Hello, Judy. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are already back from church. Okay, but that will be a very early church. If you are back at 10 o'clock. But if you are like me, that if you teach in the house, we are at home. Happy Sunday. I hope you are having a good weekend. Listen, you guys, we are going to talk about, the passing of Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, okay? Unfortunately, he has passed, so we're going to talk about what the family, what the president is saying about his passing, you guys. He had lived very long, but of course, you guys, it was still very nice to have him. And we're going to talk about that, you guys, because I did do that story recently where he was in the hospital and he was kept in the hospital longer than he was supposed to because of the incident that happened in the hospital. After I did that story, he was actually discharged and then he passed after that. So we're going to talk about that. And also, you guys, there is a story today on the Sunday World. Kelly Khumalo is talking about something that happened with Jub Jub, you guys. Like I said, listen, okay, I know people like Jub Jub there by Uya Jola 99, but if he did the things that they're saying that he did, maybe he does deserve to go back to prison. But you guys, we don't know. We just to go through the story. I'll tell you what my thoughts are on it. And yeah, you can have your thoughts too in the comment section. Okay. Listen, you guys, I did post a video earlier on today. Things are crazy over there on TikTok. It's always crazy. Make sure that you check out that video. And of course, you guys, people that are saying that they really are missing my short videos, my 8-minute, 9-minute, 10 minutes videos. Listen, you are ahead. Okay. It's just a matter of me finding time to do everything. Okay, do the streams and also do the short videos. But definitely the request is noted that you guys still like the short videos. So let's begin, you guys. Hi, Cecilia Sipuma. Thank you so much for being here on a Sunday. What are you guys cooking today? Where's Zizwe Jack? Hello, Michigan. Hello, Batata Mdletshe. Thank you so much for being here, joining me. So let's talk about what's happening with the prince, you guys. So Zimoja has written into details on what is happening right now and what people are saying about his passing, okay? So let me just share this screen here and then we're going to go through this story, you guys. Listen, I don't know, like those who went to school in KZN, I mean, depending on how old you are, in KZN, we used to have a subject called Ubuntu Boto, okay? And that subject actually was about it was mainly about being proud of being Zulu, okay? But I think the only thing that I don't like about the subject was that it was mainly focused on, it was like being Zulu was associated with being a member of Inkatha Freedom Party. It almost like they made it like the fact that you are Zulu, you had to be a member of Inkatha Freedom Party. Basically, we were being taught about the pride of being Zulu it was a good subject. I was thinking about it this morning that it was a really good subject, except that they attached it to the political party, Nkatha Freedom Party. Not to say that there's anything wrong with the party, but I wish that that subject could come back for the kids, because there's a lot of things that taught us about being proud of who you are and where you come from. If they could just remove that element, because they were basically just teaching us that if you are Zulu, you had to be in Nkatha Freedom Party. There was the only political party that made sense for you to be part of if you were Zulu. But I was thinking about it this morning, and I was like, a lot of the things though, that we were being taught were more about who we were, you know. And since it was in KZN, I think it was only the schools in KZN that did that subject. It was mainly about being Zulu, you know, being proud of being Zulu. And I think that if they removed the political party part of it and brought back the subject, that's a good subject to have, actually. And they can have it everywhere, you know. So I wonder how old you guys were. If you don't know of the subject, Ubuntu, you are definitely young, okay? So we learned a lot about, for us, in primary school, it was almost like we knew Mangosuthu Buthelezi as, we thought he was the president. We thought he was the president, you know, we thought he was the president. At some point, I even didn't know that actually there was a Zulu king, but there was a part where they will teach you how he was related to the Zulu king. But he was, for a Zulu person, we were being taught that Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi is the, you know, a very important part of who you were as as Umzulu. But we all know what was going on politically back then. I guess I'm getting why they were doing what they were doing. But I think later on, people were resentful to maybe the party, because people were like, "How? Why were we being only taught about Nkatha Freedom Party and not about other political parties? Because we could have opted for something else." But I think now I get it kind of a little bit, you guys. So, Precious Pearl, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Morning, morning, Ntyati. I hope I'm pronouncing it. I know I'm not. Hello, I never heard of that subject. I know every mom never told me about it. If you were born, if you were in school in the 80s and maybe early 90s, maybe, you guys. I think after Mandela came back from prison, I think the subject was basically scrapped, you know, and then we never did it again. It was interesting, you guys. We used to say "Nkatale, AS is" during the subject. It was a fun subject to learn for your kids who don't know anything. Nkatale, AS is was. And then the first page of the book, I remember exercise book, the first page we had you will draw inkatha. You know, what is inkatha, guys? What can I use? Inkatha is like when you are going to put a bucket on your head or something on your head, and then you put you put a cloth. But there's something that you do with the cloth to put it on your head so you can put something on your head. This is what inkatha is. And we were being taught Nkatha Freedom, how they came up with the name. And then I remember maybe like the second page, we were taught like we showed his picture. His picture was very, yes, here is the king. Hey guys, hey, ngiyatshela nina. Thina siphuma kude kabi. We come from very, very far, you guys. When people say go to KZN needs to be KZN is a country within a country. We've been our own country Tina, for a very long time. We had our own president long time ago, you know. In fact, we should have continued that way. We wouldn't be having load shedding Tina. You know, Mangosuthu Buthelezi will not allow load shedding to come to KZN. If he was still our president, because he once was our president. You don't know. The kids don't know. The kids do not know that we used to have our own president in KZN. Okay, you guys were still having apartheid. We already had. In fact, the first black president was Mangosuthu Buthelezi. You know. It's just that he was the president of KZN, the president of the country. Okay, so for us, it's somebody that is very significant to the history of the province that has just passed. In fact, so Zamoja, this is a story written by Opilani Zila. It says, tributes Paul, the late IFP founder, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. Of course, he was the founder of the party, you guys. So it says here, tributes continue to pour for the Inkatha Freedom Party founder, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. The news of his passing were confirmed by President Cyril Ramaphosa and the Buthelezi clan on Saturday morning. Action SA said that they note with sorrow the untimely passing of the Zulu traditional Prime Minister Buthelezi. This is a sad day for our province. The prince departed on the day of the much anticipated regents. Remember, Ntando was supposed to go to Umhlanga, and that's the day that he passed. He was the longest serving Amazulu traditional prime minister to 3 successive Zulu kings, dating back to King Cyprian Begu Zulu, and spearhead the installation of the King Mrs. Zwelithini succession to the throne. Okay, we know he was very instrumental in helping out because, of course, the king had already passed, and he was the one that helped. You know, the ngova that was happening there by the royal house when King Mrs. Zulu was to take the throne. Buthelezi was a giant who played an instrumental role in the fight for democracy during the apartheid regime and served as a Minister of Home Affairs from 1994 to 2004. He led the Zulu political kingdom with an impeachable distinction, conscience, integrity, and high emotional intelligence. We extend our deepest condolences to the Buthelezi family, the Amazulu nation, and members of the IFP who have all been bereft by the unfortunate passing. Action SA leadership will be visiting family to offer the support during the difficult period and will await the funeral details so that to be in attendance. Lala Longoxolo Shenge when owadliwa izindlovukazi zomlobolela, said the party leader Herman Mashaba. ANC KwaZulu-Natal said it was in disbelief that the Buthelezi was not the African National Congress in KwaZulu-Natal has learned with disbelief that departure of the IFP founder and president Emeritus Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. He would like to extend our heartfelt condolences to the Buthelezi family. We would like to extend our heartfelt condolences to the Buthelezi family, the entire Buthelezi clan, and to the Inkatha Freedom Party. Condolences to the family. I'm sure that he was somebody that was his presence, I'm sure, was very important to the family as it was to the province and also to the country. ANC, as a caring organization, shares your pain and anguish in this difficult period. The ANC KZN we appreciated the advancement in his age and the condition of his health. We were still hopeful that he was going to recover and continue to fulfill his important roles in the society. He was a distinguished statesman, and more importantly, he was a committed Zulu traditional prime minister until his last days. His untimely death is a depletion of a short leadership and shape KwaZulu-Natal and the country as a whole, the statement said. The NCKZN said they have mandated the Premier Nomusa Dube Ncube and her cabinet to request the President, His Excellency Cyril Ramaphosa, to accord Prince Buthelezi Category 1. I think that's obvious that you guys, it has to be the Category 1. I feel the economic freedom fighters said Buthelezi became one of the most notable and influential politicians in South Africa who was able to manage the realms of politics and the Zulu monarch for decades. South African history, with all its trials and tribulations and contradictions, cannot be told without mentioning the role of Buthelezi and the political party he founded and led for 44 years. And also led Inkatha Freedom Party, the Red Barrett said. Okay. The EFF added that they appreciated that in his final years of political activity, he was able to suppress political intolerance Natal, which allowed the EFF to campaign freely in the province in its formative stages. We send our deepest condolences to the Zulu royal family, the IFP, and hope that the soul of Umntwana wakaphinda rest in eternal peace. Okay, so that is the article that was written, guys, with regards to what is happening with him, you guys. So listen, I think that it is a big loss for the province. And I also feel like it doesn't matter how you felt about, Inkatha Freedom Party. Listen, you guys, It's so sad that he's not going to be around when I go to the voting polls, because I'm like, listen, I'm returning home this time. I'm like, I think I'm returning home this time when it comes to my vote, because the IAE party, IAEOO party, I don't know, you guys. It's load shedding. I don't know. I might just I take my vote back home just in honor, in honor of Mangosuthu Buthelezi. My vote might just be going back home this time, because I have had it with load shedding. Anyway, you guys, jokes aside, I hope that he rests. In a peace, you guys. Remember, you guys, that he is also the grandfather of the artist Toya Delazy. Toya Delazy is the grandchild to Mangosuthu Buthelezi, you guys. Let me just see if I can find this article too that they wrote about Toya Delazy, because listen, you guys, I did not know that he was actually a musician of some sort. Okay. He was, and he actually, they write this article like he is the one that actually inspired her to get into music. Okay, so this is what it says. Buthelezi inspired granddaughter Toya Delazy. This is a story by Ojabulani Langa. Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, the good singer. If you don't know Toya Delazy, guys, this is her. This is her. Let me just show you a little bit. I think most people, a lot of people know her. Okay, she is one of the granddaughters, because he has many grandchildren. Okay, so this is her, and so they're saying that she was inspired by him to do music. Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi was a good singer, which he inherited from his mother, the late legacy singer and praise sing Princess Makokotka Dinuzulu. Buthelezi passed on his singing talent to his granddaughter, the internationally acclaimed musician Toya Delazy Buthelezi. During Zulu Royal Mayor events, Prince Buthelezi led the traditional hymns Amahubo and also led a struggle song at NC rallies. During the commemoration of the Battle of Isandlwana in 2022, Buthelezi took the time to teach Amabutho how to sing Amabutho, and he was angry with them when they went out of tune. I remember this one video, they were singing happy birthday to him, and then they got to the part where they were like, how old are you now? And then he answered, he was like, it's none of your business. When the Zulu royal house was preparing for the traditional coronation of King Mrs. Zulu, called Ubungene Sibayeni, Buthelezi held a rehearsal of traditional hymns where he taught Amabutho how to sing them and told them the hymn would be sung at the events. What hymns would be sung at the events? Prince Buthelezi's mother, Princess Makoko, composed many musical pieces of music and played uku, bow, and calabash instrument. And isi tolo, a traditional guitar with few strings. Princess Makoko music was recorded by the SAPC and received international recognition. Prince Mangosuthu inherited all this and passed it on to his grandchild Toya Delazy, who is a London-based South African singer, producer, dancer, and performer. Like her great grandmother, Toya Delazy can also play instruments, and she is a pianist. Okay, so music actually runs in the family, you guys. I hope that they are doing okay, having lost the person that was like the main, like grandfathers and grandmothers are nowadays. It's not a lot of families that still have them, and if you still have your grandmother, just go spend time with them today. Okay, go spend time with them today. They were very lucky to have him for so long, and I hope that the family is doing okay. We can't wait to hear more about his send off, and I'm sure that it's going to be a beautiful one, and he deserves it, you guys. He deserves it. So we're going to move on, you guys, to the next story. But before I do that, let's do good morning, Anoni podcast. Good morning. Kushange, good morning. Reni Makanda, Toya's grand pops is Buthelezi. Oh wow, I like her music. Yeah, he is one of she is one of the grandchildren. Hello, the Blue Clinic by Dr. Tamile. The Blue Clinic. What's happening in the Blue Clinic? What's up on your Sunday? Is the clinic opened? Okay. To take emergencies on Sunday. Dumelang Hlengo, didn't you guys go to church? We are churching here. The church of gossip, okay? We walk and prayed in our bedroom, okay? So the Lord is not too upset with us that we didn't go and meet with the churches. You know the dramas that are happening in churches right now. Hey, it's better just pray at home. Start a church with your own family. So listen, you guys. Of course, there's a lot on with Jub Jub, and he still has an ongoing case, 3 Rs, you guys, and a whole lot of other things. There's AB and there's AS. So he's. I guess maybe the trial will begin soon. I guess you guys, he's out on bail of 10,000 rands, and now you guys, Kelly Khumalo is coming out to say, listen here, I know a whole lot more about what this guy has been up to. Okay, just listen to me, and I will tell you the story. So the Sunday World has written a story as to what happened with Kelly Khumalo and Jub Jub. So you guys, it's up to you whether you believe it or not. You guys, listen. Sometimes there's a little bit of smoke, and you're like, I know that where there's smoke, there's fire, but maybe somebody is smoking over there. Maybe it's cigarette. You're like, maybe there isn't any fire there. It's just someone smoking you know. But sometimes when it's like the smoke is just not going away, you're like, how many cigarettes is that person smoking? And then the smoke becomes, it's like more and more smoke, and the smoke becomes dark, and you're like, yeah, definitely there's a fire there. I think that is what is happening right now when it comes to Utjob. It's like the smoke is just a whole lot us to ignore it and say, listen, there isn't anything going on over here. Okay, it doesn't matter if you like him, you love him, you whatever. But sometimes you just have to admit that's a lot of smoke for there to be no fire at all. Okay, so there's definitely fire somewhere. We're just waiting for the court to decide. Is the fire? Did the fire burn enough for this person to deserve punishment? But I feel like at this point, you guys, there's definitely fire. So December, I'm a church graduate, so I have finished my attendance schedule. Good morning, Gift Gamer. Good morning. So listen, you guys, let's do this story by the Sunday World, you guys. Okay. So this story written by Ungwako Malachi. It says how the rapper suffocated Kelly with a pillow while airing her. Okay, remember Ali Khumalo was in a relationship with Jub Jub. They even have a child together. Okay, they have a child together. So let's hear what Kelly Khumalo is saying, and then you can decide if you are believing her. Afropop powerhouse Kelly Khumalo detailed to the police how she was allegedly asked and almost bumped off by her ex-boyfriend and the father of her child, Molemo Jub Marohanye. This explained the singer to the police happened in a series of domestic violence incidences which took place more than a decade ago. Khumalo said that she fell pregnant with Jub Jub's son in 2009 and moved in with the rapper TV producer in 2010. She told the police when the Uyajola 99 host was released from jail on bail after the incident, in which several school kids were caged in Soweto. They visited a friend in Rivonia. I think when they visited, I think they're supposed to say when they visited a friend in Rivonia. While there, Khumalo told the police the couple engaged in an argument. The rapper pushed her against the wall and strangled her. All this while she was about 8 months pregnant, she revealed. After the fact, she started experiencing a serious lower stomach pains and had to be treated at Sensen Clinic. Khumalo told the cops a second incident occurred when Marohanye came to pick her up after filming for Rhythm City in 2010. She alleged the rapper found her outside the studio with co-actors and accused her of having a relationship with one of them. Upon arriving at the residence, Jub Jub slapped her, according to the police official. The rapper later apologized, and Kelly Khumalo forgave him, all for the sake of their newborn. After a while, in 2010, I said Khumalo to the police. Jub Jub punched her so hard she hit the door frame and injured her nose. In another incident, also in 2010, according to the cops, Jub Jub hit her with his fist on the lip, causing the scar that remains to this day. She said they then went to the doctor in Basonia to have her lips stitched, said the cops. In the incident in 2010, the rapper asked her again after she had gone to attend to the child who was crying. This after Jub Jub complained that she was giving the baby more attention than him. Guys, like, what? She said this resulted in her son, who was just 3 months old, sustaining a scratch on his forehead, according to the court. The court further said Bello alleged that the baby daddy who assaulted her mother and her sister and the family home at the family home in Vosloorus, east of Johannesburg. Yo, guys, that house in Vosloorus, if it could only speak, that house will tell us a lot of stories. They must start building houses that talk, because we need to know what's happening in these celebrities' houses. Okay? So then okay, she said that she was at her mother's house when Jub Jub wanted her bank card and her car keys. When she refused, he hit her with a glass on the head. Oh, guys, the fight escalated when her mother and her sister tried to protect her at the cop. An ambulance had to be called and attended to the incisions caused by the glass, of which she had the scar. She has the scar to date. She said further that Jub Jub would go to an extent of spit on her face and calling her derogatory and vulgar names. Khumalo said the cops also alleged that Uya Jolana host her when she refused to have sex with him in 2012. She said Jub Jub took out a pillow and suffocated her. He had the pillow on her face while he was carrying her. While he was done, Kate said he removed the pillow and left the court and left for court hearing. Khumalo said the cop told the police that her baby daddy beat her up again in 2012 while she and the child were visiting his residence. Jub Jub began accusing her of cheating and beat her on the face, and of which she has a scar. Okay, so that is what is happening, you guys. Listen, well, you might like Jub Jub very, very much. You might be one of those people that says, listen, Jub Jub is innocent. I don't know what people say, and it's your right to do so, you guys. For me, it will be very hard to believe that, you guys. And I mean, it depends on you. Some people will be saying, but Kelly Khumalo is a liar, because remember what is happening now with Senzo Meyiwa case, and I get that. But guys, like, I just feel like these stories, I don't know, when it comes to Jub Jub, I'm just like moving to this side of believing that these things actually did happen. These women might just telling the truth, especially the details in Kelly Kumar's story. Okay. And it's not like this story is coming out like Kelly Khumalo went and spoke to the media. This is something that cop at one police station is revealing, because they've got information on what was happening. So there's statements somewhere at a police station that were written because these incidences had taken place. But again, someone else was saying, how do you know that the cop is not lying? I don't know, you guys, but I'm just saying the smoke is a whole lot for us to believe that there isn't any fire. And I feel like it's getting stronger and stronger, and it's getting darker and darker. Okay. So, but anyway, you guys, we do have a court system. So I guess we will have to wait for the court to decide if they think there's enough evidence to even do anything about what people are claiming that he did. But even if that happens, Kelly Khumalo, as far as I know, has not opened any case against Jub Jub. So even if he is going to trial, it's not going to be because of this. But the fact that she is claiming that the same thing happened to her, okay, it makes me think. Okay, so Listen, okay, let me just read a few comments that just came in. Kelly Khumalo must shut up and go deal with Senzo May. You are trying. I see again. I don't think that she actually went and spoke to somebody, because it sounds like the source here is the cop at the police station that says that this is what they have on their record. Okay, so yeah, you guys. But Kelly Khumalo has pictures of Jub Jub, AB. She was a victim. You know, she was. Now I believe that that story is not new. She has told that story even when before Senzo Meyiwa case, when Jub Jub was still in prison. She told those stories. I know the story from her saying, "Listen, do you guys remember that when I was supporting him during the trial, a lot of the times I was wearing sunglasses going to court. That was because I was hiding the fact that a lot of the times it would be being me at home, and it's like all of the anger that he had because of that, he was pushing it towards me. So this story is not that Kelly Khumalo is telling the story because of the Amanda DuPont coming up and saying this has happened to her. She had told the story before. Okay, so yeah, you guys. But like I say, you guys, people have a right to believe whatever, because you never know. You never know. We just don't know. That's what is on the record as far as the cop that is saying. So I'm wondering if the Sunday World do have something in written, maybe the copy of the statements or something, because I believe that for these journalists, they do have to have some kind of proof before they print the story. But that is what is happening, you guys. We don't know. We'll see what happens in the court. Anyway, let me acknowledge the family in the comment section, and then we will walk out of the stream, and maybe I will see you guys later on today. So Judy was here. Thank you so much for joining me. And Cecilia Sipuma also did join me. Where Jack was here. Mitchkin was here. Precious Pearl was here. Ntati, ngizifunda ngesiZulu ke mina. Ntati Langa was here. Precious, okay, Precious, I acknowledge. Noni I believe Noni has a channel, guys. Please check it out. We had Kukushange here, and then we had Renee, Makanda, and then the Blue Clinic with Dr. Tabile. Check out her channel. We had Disable D. Disable D has a channel. Very nice and interesting commentary, excuse me. And we had Gift Gamer here. Renee Makanda, I think I said your name. Yes, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now, okay, you guys. If you have church that starts at 12, go get ready to go to church. Otherwise, maybe we need to cook some nice lunchanyana for families today. Okay. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this stream. Please do not forget to like it, and also if you're in your Wi-Fi free zone, let the stream rerun again and share it with your friend, with your family, and even with strangers. Let me just read this one comment that's coming. In fact, it was media that made those pictures public knowledge. So what is wrong with her collaborating a story? Yeah, I don't think that she is going after him now. Things were on record. And I'm sure if they call her and ask her, listen, are you still saying this is what it is? Because they don't really have a relationship where she would protect him. So she will probably still tell the same story. But yeah, it's on record somewhere, you guys. It is on record somewhere. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Like it and share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngenithanda kakhulu.